Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for August 2022. This is a general reading with messages meant for those with Taurus in their birth chart. Cross watchers are also welcome. Keep in mind that the roles of the individuals or energies identified may be swapped, and the intensity of the energies may vary. So feel free to take with you whatever resonates and leave behind whatever does not. So here, the present situation, you have Knight of Cups. What covers is justice. Above you have 10 of Cups. Below you have 2 of Pentacles. In the past, you have 3 of Pentacles. In the near future, 2 of Wands. Your attitude of the situation, you have the Hermit. In your environment, Ace of Cups. Your hopes and fears, you have 7 of Wands. You have the 6 of Wands as the outcome. So we're starting off with this Celtic cross reading. I will clarify with additional tarot cards, and then we will close off with an oracle card message. So here, the present situation you have with the Knight of Cups, there seems to be potentially someone coming to you with an offer of love, or you are giving an offer of love to someone else here. So let's take a look at Nine of Cups and clarify that. You have the 5 of Wands. So it could be to some degree that you are possibly kind of conflicted about a certain situation. How you feel about it. Possibly, some part of you is, excited. Some part is flattered. Some of you, or some part of you is thinking, is it worth it? Is it something you're interested in? So here with the Justice card covering you, it's a sense of just wanting a sense of balance. Just, it's almost as if you just want to be given the right answer here. So let's take a look at the Justice. You have the Strength card. So here it is a sense that you're really going to have to kind of look at all aspects of yourself to figure out what it is that you want or you need. A sense of kind of self-acceptance, things that you didn't really, consider yourself to want or need, or some aspects where you may have like ignored certain feelings or certain tendencies. Maybe you just didn't think that they were good enough, something along those lines. So here above you, you have the 10 of Cups. So there is like a focus on having that, happy ever after, where there is love, happiness, just sharing your life with the people that you care about. So let's take a look at that. You have the 8 of Cups. So this will kind of require you to walk away from something that's not for your best and highest good. And it may require some like internal discovery to figure out what that is for you. What you have below, you have the Two of Pentacles, and this is the ability to kind of, take take whatever responsibilities you have, whatever requirements there are of you, whatever it is that you need to pay attention to and maneuver through your environment, doing what you need to do, but also being able to have some fun as well. You're pretty good at pretty much anything that you want to be good at, and it's almost a sense of you need to figure out what it is that you want. Like, what is it that your priorities are? It may be that there was a time where, you just wanted, something to eat, but now you're in a place where you're not sure if what you're being offered sounds good. So you're being a little bit more, not picky, but using your discernment, trying to figure out the things, parse apart the things that you like, don't like, could like, that type of thing. So here in the recent past, you have the Three of Pentacles. It is a sense of kind of, stepping up, helping others, having a sense of teamwork, but also a sense of kind of not even just like accomplishing things, but even the people that you spent time with, or the jobs that you had, the things that you would study. It's almost you kind of went along with that, and because you are good at whatever it is that you kind of try to be good at, you're willing to kind of just go along with things. Not that, yeah. It seems like you are trying to figure out, well, what is it that you truly want to be spending your time and effort on? But in the past, it was like, working with others. It's almost like you were figuring out, or, figuring out like little aspects of yourself that you're good at, not good at, things like that. So you have the Knight of Wands here, and here it's Knight of Wands is kind of someone who's looking for adventure, someone who is looking for that excitement, kind of going to the next thing. So to some degree, it could be that you kind of figured something out that you liked, didn't like, and you were quick to move on. And that could be even with dating. So here, you're, actually, no, I'm going to clarify the Two of Pentacles below. It's kind of like a sense of juggling things, juggling and balancing, kind of attending to what needs to be attended to. You have the King of Pentacles. So you are on your way to kind of, if you wanted to, learn something that will just give you the basic, basic material success and security and comfort. That's not basic, but it's more like the mainstream. The King of Pentacles is kind of seen as like the not super exciting version of getting to success. And you can do these things. You can do whatever that needs to be. But it does seem that you are looking for a little bit more, more passion. And, really, you're wanting not just to have things and be in a position to provide for others, and you want to really feel the connections with other people. And so here, your attitude with a hermit, it's a sense of whatever is going on right now, whatever you're being offered. It's a sense of it's just part of the course type of thing. It's part of the journey. You'll learn from it. Will it be exciting? It doesn't seem that you're thinking it would be. So it's almost like perfunctory. If you wanted whatever is being accepted, then sure. If you're hungry and you're being offered something to eat, then sure. There's that kind of attitude. You have the High Priestess here. So the High Priestess and the Hermit, they're similar in a sense, where the Hermit is kind of having all sorts of different experiences, and it contributes to their knowledge, their wisdom, their journey, their path, is the wisdom that they have to share. With the High Priestess, it's a sense of more having an inner knowing. It's understanding that there are different combinations. They're not just, burger, pizza, steak. There's more than that when it comes to life and to fulfilling a hunger. There's an understanding that you can have all sorts of different combinations of things, and knowing kind of which of those combinations is right for you and will lead you to where you want to be. So the Hermit is kind of like just having the experiences. The High Priestess is more kind of tapping into the knowledge of knowing what is possible and just being pulled to what is right for them. So here in your environment, you have this froggy Ace of Cups. There is maybe multiple offerings of love coming towards you, or that this, message, this offer of love here is pretty deep. So let's take a look at the Ace of Cups here. You have the Hierophant, who's also similar to the Hermit and the High Priestess. The Hierophant is basically connects you to your higher self, connects you to something greater than yourself, kind of shows you the way to appreciate things that are outside of yourself and connects you to something greater. So here, whatever this Ace of Cups is, it could be a romantic offering. It could be, someone is even wanting to marry you. Or it could just be an opportunity to, create a coloring book. But whatever it is, you are surrounded by, spirit. You're surrounded by those that kind of are willing to and wanting to show you something that is greater, to be a part of that something greater for you. So let's take a look at the Seven of Wands and your hopes and fears, which is, it's a sense of kind of standing your ground, being tested, and kind of making a determination of, well, this is where I stand. But also it's a sense of being pushed into like a corner, pushed to the ledge, where of course, you know, if you're going to push somebody, they're going to say that's where they're going to stand. So let's take a look at that. You have the 10 of Cups. So here it's, you know, it seems like this idea of the 10 of Cups, this idea of having a life full of love, creativity, connections, you know, having the support of those you care about and supporting those that you care about as well is very much important to you. So whatever it is that's being offered to you, it's a sense of, will it lead you there? And if it can lead you there, is it because you want it to, or, you know, or because you feel it, like it's drawing you there? So let's take a look at the 2 of Wands, which is in your near future. And that's a sense of kind of getting outside of your comfort zone, kind of recognizing that you've had success in the past. You can have success with the current path you're on, but really wanting to try something different. So let's take a look at that. You have the 6 of Swords, and that is a card of like transitions and also kind of moving on towards a more like smoother time. You have the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. So some of those kind of indicate kind of leaving a situation. Maybe you've emotionally left a situation. With the 6 of Swords, it's more actually leaving a situation. So for some of you, you know, maybe this offer from the Knight of Cups here, it is a shark. Maybe you don't want the love from the shark. Maybe, you know, for some of you, this Knight of Cups, this offer of love is more of something that you've already accepted. And this Justice card is a sense of needing to kind of, you know, cut away from that, to recognize that if this is what you are accepting, then there's no opportunity to accept something else until you no longer accept this, or, you know, cut those cords. So for some of you, it does kind of indicate a sense of, you know, possibly you've been on a like a mini break with somebody, taking some time off. This could be, you know, mental health break from work. This could be, you know, having a break from a relationship. But here it's a sense of kind of weighing the pros and cons of something here. And it seems that in the near future, there's more planning and there's possibly movement. And the outcome, you do have the 6 of Wands. And this is kind of a card of victory, but it's a card of balance and harmony, but it's also a sense of happiness, but also a sense of unknowns, wanting to celebrate the victory, but also still needing to be on the lookout for what might come next, because things aren't, entirely over. You may have won the battle, but not the war type of thing. So let's go ahead and clarify the Six of Wands. Why do these things keep falling out? I'm just going to take these three. They want to come out. All right. So there's the Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, and Seven of Wands. Here, this Seven of Wands is more about connecting to your inner knowing, embracing your inner knowing, and not really feeling you need to defend something, but being at a place where it's not even acknowledged that there are, other people questioning. And here you have the Sun. It's a sense of freedom, a sense of feeling joy and happiness, and kind of opening your heart to a new experience, and really embracing a sense of newness. In the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith Sun card, there's a new child that is riding a white horse that kind of indicates a sense of innocence and purity, and like kind of behind them there's like a cement wall or a gray wall, and that kind of indicates having moved past some kind of block and really emerging as something that is new, kind of like the Fool a little bit, something that's pure, innocent, and ready to experience the sun, the warmth of the sun. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is a sense of kind of being independent, someone who is the counterpart of the King of Pentacles below, and basically someone who is managing their resources. They are connected to nature. They're connected to those around them. It's like in company, or embraces the Ten of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So here, whatever decision that you make, it's going to be one where you are experiencing self-love first, acceptance of whatever the outcome is, and really looking forward to what lies ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle card for a message from your inner light to see how you can navigate this month. You have Phoenix transmutation. So it's kind of like, this sun here. Basically, something needs to kind of die off for you to kind of be reborn. So a sense of really not being afraid to let go of something that is no longer for your best and highest good, not really being afraid to let go of what you are familiar with, what life has been like, is like, and it is a big change, but basically from the ashes, the phoenix will rise, and you are in store for something amazing ahead. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of your month. To uncover more, check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. We'll see you next time. Take care.